Disgusting. He ejaculated on that lady.
Now imagine you're just that down bad that you're gonna run up in a store mid bust and you're gonna run up to a lady and her son and you're gonna just let it all out on them. Imagine that. Imagine if someone did that to your mom or your sister or your girlfriend, let alone if you're or your wife. Imagine what you would do. Like, honestly, I would be dumbfounded if a man came up to me mid session, penis in hand, and just went all out. Because at that moment, someone would die that day, and there would be a good reason for it.
On the lady or either the child on the child.
Now, I don't know how mentally stupid or retarded you have to be to not only be beating your meat in public, but to not only be such a that you're gonna run up, and I mean that run up to a child, and you're gonna let it all out on a kid. Now that's some EDP approved bullcrap right there. And let alone, I don't know what to think in this moment. The fact of me thinking of a man freaking running up drive-by style and just freaking releasing everything he's got on a child and his mom. I mean, come on. I'd rather be shot, honestly. I'd rather be shot than nutted on in public by some random dude.
Look, nasty ass.
Well, now he mad because you got caught.
Now, in this next part, I might have to censor it just a tiny bit because of YouTube regulations. But what we see is some well-served justice. I'm talking 300 style Spartan kick to this man's face. I'm talking about his cheeks flew across the store. We're talking about that type of power of a kick. This man's head flies and hits the ground so hard, I thought he was dead for a few seconds when I first saw this. So I'm just going to blur it out. But be sure, you can find the real video on Reddit. I can't link it because it was taken down. But you can find it somewhere. But gosh darn it, let's see this, please.
Come on.
Ooh. Beat his ass. He got every right to beat his ass. He should have beat his ass. He needed to. He nasty.
Now, I won't condone violence against other people at all, ever, because I'm a pacifist and a YouTuber. But I sure as heck will let it happen around me. I will not try and stop you if you do want to beat the crap out of a freaking weirdo. Yes, I won't let it happen. But aside from that, he would have gotten a lot worse had he been in another circumstance. I mean, imagine the things that people want to do to this man right now. He's sitting there completely vulnerable. There's only one cop blocking him, and you can see the cop don't even care. He doesn't even arrest the gosh darn dude that kicked him in the face because he knows this man's a weirdo. And I applaud him for that. The cop's just here. He's just like, I'm done, bro. People like you are the reason why we're quitting our jobs daily, or the reason why we're coming to work daily. Because gosh darn it, he's freaking weirdo. He's a weirdo. I mean, the fact that he even had the balls at all, or what's left of him, to freaking actually do this to another person just confuses me, because what do you have to gain? You're not going to escape. You left the DNA sample on the suspect. I mean, you can't escape this. You're done, bro. You literally left evidence all over the crime scene. Like, what? There's cameras everywhere. You're in a public place. What do you think's going to happen? You think you're just going to do it, bust and run? No, you're going to bust and get down, bro. Like, come on.
That's his son. He nasty. He need to beat his ass.
Now I want to disregard everything I just said because I stopped the video there so I could record it and then, make content. But gosh darn it, I had no idea that this guy was his son. Imagine your son. Gosh, this is why I want No, actually, I want no children. They're both genders are stupidly never mind. On with the topic. Imagine your son. You take him to a Walmart, get some freaking baked beans out of the grocery aisle or something, and your son pulls a stunt. He's so down bad. He pulls a stunt where he literally runs up to a child and busts a nut on his forehead. Imagine boy, my son would die that day. He would be an orphan. I'd shoot myself before I shoot myself before I call that man my son. There is literally no coming back from this. Your son's going to jail, probably even prison for sexual assault on a minor, even worse, unless he is a minor. But I'm pretty sure, no, look at that man, he ugly as freaky an adult. Yeah, this is just not going to end well for him. But gosh darn it, I would beat the living daylights on my son. That's kick in the face ain't gonna be jack when you get back home. Wait till you out that cell, man. I promise you're going through the second story window, bro. I will knock you out. I will freaking murder.
He need to beat his ass.
That's his own son. Are you serious?
No, he don't. He ain't got to go nowhere. He shouldn't have been doing no nasty shit like that in the first place. This man ejaculated on. He's so disgusting.
So after this whole situation, what I was able to find out is that, of course, the son was like, charged with like some form of assault on a minor and like sexual something. I don't know. I couldn't really find much because I couldn't really tell if the article I was reading was about this case or not. But the father was not charged for freaking spark kicking his child's head across the floor. And I don't think anything really came after that, other than the fact that father now has to look at his son as a disappointment for the rest of his life, or at least until he can, fix somehow what he did. I don't know, clean it off or wipe it off with a towel or something. But yeah, that's what happens when you use people as your freaking meat sock and you get beat. So yes, this is Tippy X Joe with another video. I'll be trying to post every week. This is my New Year's resolution. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers within the next 3 to 6 months. Please make it happen because I'm going to make this happen. And I really mean it this time. I mean it this time. So that's it for this video. See you next time.